From Japan to Vietnam, the country has reported its third death. Here's Ralph Wandolf, MPI, for the report.
Vietnam recorded its third new coronavirus fatality after the death of a 68-year-old woman who had tested positive in Da Nang, where the virus re-emerged in the country last week after 100 days, the health ministry confirmed Saturday morning. The cause of death has been determined as complications of myelosuppression, blood cancer, respiratory failure, circulatory failure, and does not respond to treatment, and finally COVID-19. The Dan Tri newspaper, a local media, reported. Patient 499 was a resident of Da Nang. She got a fever on Monday and was transferred to the Da Nang Oncology Hospital the next day, where she was tested for COVID-19. She is the third person to die from a coronavirus-related condition. Earlier on Friday, a 70-year-old man known as Patient 428 suffered a heart attack during treatment for COVID-19, and a 61-year-old man known as Patient 437 had a number of underlying health issues, including chronic renal failure, hypertension, diabetes, heart issues, and gout. The country of 96 million had gone 100 days without infection before an unexpected cluster of new cases surfaced in the popular central resort city of Da Nang a week ago. There are 18 other patients. All older people with chronic diseases are in critical condition, according to the Ministry of Health. And yesterday, I was able to talk to a foreigner, a retired American combat medic who is also stuck here in Da Nang.
Today I have Mr. Richard Churchill, one of the hotel residents here in Da Nang, a fellow traveler who is also stranded because of the global pandemic. Hi there, Mr. Richard.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much for being with us today. I'll be asking you some questions to gain your insights. The first question is, before anything else, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I'm from the United States of America, and I came here to visit my sister, who is a professor at the Da Nang University. And upon arriving here last September, I traveled here. I was here 1 week, and then I went to Wuhan 1 week, and then to Trung 1 week, and then I went to Lak for 2 months, and then went to Thailand for 1 month, came back, and then the Tet. Then the virus hit, and I haven't been on a train, bus, or plane right here since that time.
Sir, how are you coping up with the current situation in Vietnam?
It is what it is. Of course, I know what it is to be hunkered down for 6 months in the military and not knowing whether you're going to live on the half breath or not. So it gives me a little different experience and insight than most people. So it is what it is, and you deal with it.
Right. Can you tell us what are the activities that you're doing on a daily basis just to, survive and cope up with, the current situation?
Here during this shutdown, I have some stretch bands and cords, and I'll be doing those, and hopefully I'll be better shape when I come out of this. You just have to rearrange your priorities, and it is what it is, and try to make the best of it and live with it. You're going to live with it one way or the other anyway, so you might as well do your best. There's no sense in getting despondent.
Sounds great, Mr. Richard. And for my next question, what can you say about the Vietnamese government response toward this global crisis, which is happening all over the world?
Of course, I come from a different part of the world, but here in Vietnam, I think they've done very well. I'm very impressed. Of course, I agree with being very responsible and taking things very seriously. It's like I say, it's like it's an unseen enemy, and we don't know what, when, or where it's going to show up. So it's best to take, not only for yourself, but your family and all those around you, take everybody into consideration, because it is a serious pandemic.
Right. And Mr. Richard, before I let you go, what can you advise to all of our televiewers who are watching us this afternoon?
Just hang in there. This too shall pass. If it's to be, it's up to me, and we just do what we have to do and live with what we have to live with and be conscious that everybody else has their situation. You've got families that have various hard situations, and I feel for them. Oh my goodness, it's got to be very difficult for some people. So my heart goes out to them, and I really feel that area of emotion towards other people. I can live and get by myself, but that's different than when you've got a family and you've got other people to take into consideration at this time. So I'll live with it, but my hearts and prayers and thoughts are with everybody else throughout Vietnam and the world.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you, Mr. Richard. Thank you so much for being with us today. I hope the best for everyone here in Danang.
Yes.
This has been Ralph Wandolp and by bringing you the latest updates here in Vietnam. We live in interesting times.